Hello, you incredible friends. Welcome to our Zoom call right now. I'll tell you what, we're meeting up on Thursday, the 23rd of April, 2020. Can we give a round of applause right now to officially open the evening? Yay! All right, lots of noise. So what I've done is I've just muted everyone just to kick things off. I'll just let you know what we've got on this evening. We've got a great crew of people here to help you out. We're going to say hello to our commanders in a minute. So if you're one of our commanders, get ready. So I'm going to put you on the spotlight. And what we're going to do is we're here to do a great networking event. Now, we've taken some feedback from last time we've mixed it up. At the early part of the meeting, about 10-20 minutes, we're all going to connect on LinkedIn. So make sure your LinkedIn's all ready to go so we can all connect with each other. And we're going to have some great content and we're going to go through some great people. So, friends, I just want to confirm that you're hearing me. If you can hear me, do a thumbs up like that, if you can hear me. Oh, that's the spirit. All right. So to kick off our wonderful evening, we've got our commanders already in. We've got Lassie, we've got Celeste is in here. So we've got two of our officers here. And what we'll do is we'll kick off then. What we'll do is we'll kick off, how about with Celeste and then Lassie, just to open things up. And remember, just to let you know as well, you can unmute yourself. So please feel free to unmute yourself and mute yourself. You can use the spacebar or you just click unmute. It's easy to click unmute in your photo. So Celeste, one of our officers, how are you feeling today, Celeste, and how are you?
I'm doing really well. Had a great day, so I've been a bit flat this week, so having a great day today and just on the up, so pretty excited to be here.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Celeste. And Celeste, can you tell everyone what you do?
So basically, I coach people on LinkedIn. So I help people who might not know what to do on LinkedIn to build your engagement, to build your audience and your network, and just kind of get you smashing it so you're getting your message out there on a global scale.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Big round of applause to Celeste. Thank you, Celeste. And then, of course, one of our officers who also doubles as my boss. How are you feeling tonight, Lassie? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's everyone?
Really well.
And Lassie, I suppose Lassie spends her time managing me, and that's more than a full-time job, isn't it, Lassie?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So welcome. So what we're going to do to kick off the evening is we're going to open the floor to some 30-second rounds. So the way it works is this. We're going to have 30-second rounds, and in a few minutes, we've got our friend Teralee from Singapore. How you doing, Teralee? Yeah, we'll get Teralee on in a minute. Teralee is a master networker with clients all over the world. So we're going to hear from Teralee in a few minutes. But to start off our evening, what we're going to do is we're going to have a few 30-second rounds. So if you want to do a 30-second round, just put up your hand and I can see everyone. I can pick you just so we have one at a time. So, and feel free to unmute yourself and mute yourself. James, you're the first 30-second round. Go for it. Awesome, James.
Yeah, hi. How are you, everybody? I hope you're doing well. So now that everything's moved online, I've put all my activities online and I work with people. I coach individuals, I coach businesses. And at the moment, I'm running some goal setting workshops, which is to really help people focus on how do we get through lockdown and then what's going to happen when we leave our homes and we go back to work. And actually, I think a lot of people probably don't want to go back to the job that they were doing after they've been sat at home for several weeks. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of direction and think about, where do you want to go? Because now if you're going to change, it's probably the best time to do it because...
James. Beautiful. That's 45 seconds, James. Love your work. Round of applause to James.
Yay!
Feel free. Who wants to go next? Raise your hand so I can see you. Raise your hand. Oh, we got Jose. All yours, Jose. Go for it. Unmute yourself and say hello. 30 seconds.
Hey, Edward. Hey, everyone. Jose here from JMG Coaching. So I'm a career success coach. So I assist people who are stuck in a fork in their life, trying to figure out what it is that they're passionate about, find out what's limiting them from being able to get a promotion or helping them smoothly transition back into a role that's fulfilling and worthwhile, and they get paid handsomely for it as well.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause to Jose. We love
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? 30-second round. Raise your hand so I can pick you. Helen, the floor is yours. Unmute yourself and go for it.
Hi guys, my name is Helen. I am a skin correction specialist, but I've also written a book called Red Carpet Experience. So I'm customer focused, and especially during these trying times, a lot of that customer focus has actually dropped away. So I'm creating workshops and coaching around how to really boost the customer service in your business.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause. Just to let you know as well, we do have a chat box. So if you want to say something, please put in the chat box. Or if you want to put in your name so people can add you, it's great. It looks like Leanne's at the skate park or something. I like it. Looks like she's skating somewhere, which is good. And as well, who else would love to do a 30 seconds before we kick off and dive into all the good stuff? Alison Rose. I got Alison, then Adrienne. So we'll go Alison, then you, Adrienne. All yours, Alison. 30 seconds. Please unmute yourself, Alison. Please unmute yourself.
One of us had to do it. My name's Alison, and I'm an author. I wrote a book called I Don't Hate Me Anymore. It's aimed at women, empowering women to reject abuse. And this book has inspired some workshops, and one of them's nearly ready for a trial run.
Oh, Alison, round of applause. Feel free to mute yourself, Adrienne King.
Hey,
Hi everyone.
Hey.
He's talking to me. Is it two Adrians?
We've got two Adrians. Hey.
The one with the hat, not the Ryan Reynolds one.
Oh, dude.
The ugly one, you mean? Yeah. All right, I'll go first. Hey, Edward, great to reconnect. So, look, business consultancies and coaches are doing more social video than ever, and they're the ones that are excelling. And, social video is becoming an essential tool, and we've all got this in our pockets. We can make videos, but putting branding on it is really difficult, and putting captions on it is really difficult. So we've got an app that enables people to do that. It's called Brivio, and I'd love to share it with you.
Oh, beautiful. Feel free to share the link and details in the comments. And thank you, Adrienne. Round of applause. We've had a few officers come in. We've had the awesome Adrienne Lee. He's a Ryan Reynolds Adrienne, not the hat one. How are you tonight, Adrienne, and what do you do?
Edward, I am fantastic as usual, man. Always pumped up. Just had a nice big feed before I come on, so I'd be able to supercharge through tonight. So I'm an online global personal trainer, and I simplify fitness for busy people and help strengthen their bodies and minds through flexible online coaching that they can fit into their schedules.
Oh, awesome. We love Adrienne. Thank you. We've also had Matthew Rogan and Carlo Guzzi, two other meetup leaders. So how about we go Matthew, then Carlo. Quick 30-second round each. So after you, Matthew, 30 seconds, please.
Thank you very much, Edward. How are we all, sports fans? I'm sure you're all safe and feeling well. Look, Matthew Rogan, I am in the space of business transformation. So wherever you see a disruption, whether it be isolated to industry or company, or as we currently see globally, an even bigger disruption, I'm here to help businesses transform, to make sure that they've got the right business models to be able to deliver what they need to do to continue their business. So, yeah, that's me.
Oh, beautiful. Matthew, welcome in. We've got Carlo, and Carlo and I love films with Joe Pesci in it and Italian mob. How are you, Carlo? Please unmute yourself, Carlo.
That's it. Yeah, going well, and I've promised my wife to watch Casino with her. So anyway, it's Carlo from sunny Perth. I'm a copywriter marketing consultant, so I consider my job is just to improve your business with persuasive words and storytelling. So that's it in a nutshell. So thank you very much, Edward.
Oh, beautiful, and welcome. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, Tara Lee looks totally in the zone. So Tara Lee is one of our wonderful friends from Singapore. She is a global networking mentor. She runs a massive community. We're very lucky to have her with us tonight. And we're going to spend a few minutes. Actually, I was going to ask Tara-Lee some hard, difficult questions that she can answer like that.
Okay, let's do it. How am I? I am so fantastic and delighted to be here.
Now, Tara-Lee, you're a very, very smart networker. And after we finish your section, we're going to do the LinkedIn exercise. Tara-Lee, how do we network in the time of Corona? Can you tell us how to do it?
I think that networking in this time, we need to be very intentional, even more so than normal. So I really recommend that instead of coming to an event and picking out someone that you like their shirt, there's someone that seems interesting, that we really focus on who shares our client and diving in and reaching out to them to build a relationship with them. It's when we network with the people who we have synergy with our clients, that we can really go farther faster.
Oh, beautiful. And so, Tara-Lee, I've been saying to a lot of people, if you want to build your network, you should start running weekly Zooms or attending weekly Zooms. Obviously, I'm preaching in the choir here, but what are your thoughts on people running their own weekly Zooms and that sort of thing?
I think that running your own meeting is fantastic. And in fact, my company's all about weekly Zooms, and it really helps bring you credibility. So look at, we could be sitting home right now doing nothing because we aren't meeting face to face, but look at what we're able to do here, the connection that we're able to make. And you can have a theme, like clearly Edward has a theme here, right? It's fun, it's effective, it's productive, and you can have a theme, and just showcase what you're doing.
Oh, beautiful. And how does LinkedIn fit into the whole networking scene, Tara-Lee? How do you use LinkedIn to make it possible?
I think that LinkedIn is where it's at for having business conversations. I am finding that it's because of LinkedIn that, where is my calendar? But my calendar's full of people to talk to, and it's because I'm interacting more on LinkedIn and putting out great content. And don't be afraid to put asks out there. Who are you looking to meet? When you ask people, they will respond to you.
Oh, very good. Now, everyone, what I was going to say, if you got questions for Tara-Lee, please just type them in right now. So just type the questions in for Tara-Lee. I'll pick them up. And I'm going to ask Tara-Lee some more questions. So if you want to ask us something, now's your chance to do it. So Tara-Lee, the other thing I was going to ask you as well is, how do you run a really good Zoom networking event? If someone, they want to come to yours, they want to run your own, what's your tips for people to run a really good Zoom networking event? How would you do it? And what would you say to them?
I think it's so funny you say this, because I'm going to really offer a deep class on this next Monday, Singapore time, on a weekly workshop that I do online. But it's got to be that your plan is tight, that you have everything all prepared. And do you notice how Edward mutes us, has us unmute? We want to do our best to not have distractions, but also to offer up amazing value. And the value that you choose to offer, it may be different than what someone else does. But tonight we're able to, and do you do this every time? We're able to go connect on our LinkedIns. How amazing is that? Others may not offer that. And there's something that you may offer that will set you apart and make you unique as well. One thing I always like to do is I will collect all my attendees' chat information, and I clean it up and email it out all nice to everybody, and thank them for coming.
Oh, that's incredible. And May Che has asked you, hey, Tara-Lee, what favorite content do you like to create?
What favorite content do I like to create?
Yeah.
Anything that will get people's attention. And right now, I'm all about positivity, which is probably like what attracted me to like your content, Edward, was I'm all about being positive, and I try not to make every post all about that, but I think people really appreciate that no matter what's going on in the world.
Oh, absolutely. And it was funny, I was having this conversation the other day. The fake news is full of terrible stuff, so you may as well be positive. There's not enough. Put up your hand if you don't think you need more positivity in the world. Put up your hand if you agree with that. I think we said that. Cool. And we got a great question from, hey, Joanna Malee. How are you doing, Joanna Malee? Hi, Tara-Lee. How do you reach out to people in the lockdown period without getting arrested? I had to do that.
Well, okay. So obviously it's really got to be online. And I think that one thing is just to say, how are you doing, right? Hope all is well with you. We can still talk to them about business, but I just believe that check-in and as you end your conversation, encouraging them to be safe and stay well is important. But I don't think that you sit back and don't do business. I think I think those that are consistent and shine right now and are persistent, I think that we're the ones who will continue to do well as this goes on and as we move on from it.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And what I'm going to say is we're going to go into our LinkedIn connecting exercise in just a minute. Friends, get your questions through. Tara Lee, what closing thoughts do you have for our wonderful audience?
I want to encourage you that when you see events to register for them, especially if you're not doing anything. Like I'm so happy to be here. It's 4:00 p.m. in Singapore, right behind Australia, and to come on and meet people. You don't know what connections that there are, and it might be tempting to do something else at home right now, but it's these connections that we may never get this time back like this where we're home so much, and these connections that we make now can make a huge difference for our business down the road. And think about what difference you can make for someone else.
Oh, Tara Lee, that's incredible. How about everyone? Can we give Tara Lee a round of applause? There we go.
So great to be with you all. Thank you.
Excellent. So what we're going to do is before we do our LinkedIn connection exercise, we've got time for 3 people to do 30-second pitches. So if you want to do a 30-second pitch, feel free to mute and unmute yourself as need be. If you want to do a 30-second pitch, put up your hand. I'm trying to look at everyone. Annie Pateman, you're the first one.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say that I'm discovering what a powerful platform LinkedIn is. I've joined LinkedIn in 2011 and did absolutely nothing with it. In the last 2-3 weeks, I started off with 113 connections, and just in the last couple of weeks, I'm up to 271, which is almost a 150% rise in connections. And there have been positive connections because I've had interest from people in England, America, who want to interview me. It's just brilliant.
Oh, round of applause. Who wants to, I just want to say, before I go to the next two, Celeste, I know Celeste is quite a LinkedIn pro, and I know you're sitting there wanting to say some LinkedIn stuff. I can read it on you. What thoughts do you have on LinkedIn based on our conversation, Celeste?
Oh, what can I say? I'm a LinkedIn super nerd. I absolutely love it. I stalk it all day long, and I find that there's some amazing people on there. It's a great platform where you can bring together some really positive interactions. I find it's the most positive platform out there. You get the best feedback, and if you're wanting to actually get something that you're not sure about, you're wanting to get that interaction, there's people out there that are willing to help. So it's really collaborative too. So I've got nothing but positivity and good words to say about LinkedIn.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Now we've got time for 2 other people to do a 30-second round. Hey, you got Marlon? I saw Marlon and Charu. So Marlon, 30-second round of you, then Charu.
Hey guys, how are you? Marlon here. I live in Sydney, close to Edward. I'm a business mentor, so I'm just setting up a course because there's not much of consulting work to go out and meet people. And my background is in technology and running technology-based companies and IT services. So I have a couple of projects going on at the moment. So please connect with me. I'm sure Edward's going to run the app to connect us together. But yeah, I'd love to connect with you one-on-one. A couple of you I think I already have. So thank you very much.
Oh, pleasure. Welcome. And Charu from Singapore, another friend. Where are you hiding, Charu? 30 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Edward. A big hello to everybody. Myself, Charu Mehrotra. I run an online magazine, womenlines.com. This is listed in top 40 online women's magazine to follow in 2020. And we provide very interesting, innovative marketing and branding campaigns under that for products and services for reach out across the globe. So yes, you can touch base me for that. And I just want to say hello and stay safe and take care of yourself and use this time as everybody's sharing. This is the time to connect and to support each other. And I love the way Edward does all networking events. So it's awesome, and all the best to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And also Friska, while she's drinking a cup of coffee, I saw Friska. We'll sneak you in. I saw you put up your hand. 30 seconds to you, Friska.
Hi, everybody. I'm Friska. I'm a change and transformation consultant. And for 9 years, I've influenced change programs for up to 23,000 people across the 7 continents for some of the biggest names in mining, engineering, and technology. So my specialty is digital transformation, which involves increasing adoption of new and emerging technologies to drive value. So thanks. Nice to meet everybody.
Powerful, Friska. And I know I'm breaking my rules, but one more 30-second pitch before we LinkedIn. Put up your hand. I'm trying to look at everyone. Oh, I saw May. May Chang, 30-second round, all yours. Go for it, May.
Hello, and a big welcome to, thank you for having kind of met Edward. There's this kind of buzz of energy and positivity and just wanting to just meet the Zoom networking team. So I'm in agility marketing, and I help non-for-profits to with their marketing plans and implementation so that they can improve their brand position. And it's a much needed kind of service for non-for-profits at this point in time. So thank you again for meeting all of you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And breaking my own rules again, Y. Kay wanted to say a quick 30 seconds. Where are you, Y? Feel free to go for it. 30 seconds. Where are you, Y? Yeah, 30 seconds all yours, Y.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm involved with online marketing, and I'll be.
Actually, Y, can you speak up, please? You're a bit quiet. Nice and strong and assertive, Y, and start again, please.
Okay, something wrong with the microphone, probably. I'm involved in online marketing. In about 2 weeks' time, there will be a launch of a Amazon product. I'm looking to have partners in this launch. If you have a subscriber or customer list of some sort, you might be interested in sharing with me the launch partnership. The name of the product is called...
Y, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you, Y. Yay. Sorry, I got time limits. And, okay, last one. I'm breaking my own rules a lot. I missed Joanna Lee. Joanna Lee, quick 30 seconds to you, Joanna. My bad, I missed you. Go for it, Joanna Lee.
No problem. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Joanna, and I am an interpreter from English to Mandarin. So basically, my field include medical and legal, and sometimes insurance, and sometimes go to clinic, some hospitals, and also some insurance company do the interpreting for people who don't understand each other. So if anyone needs my help, you can connect me on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. All right, friends. What we're going to do is I've totally broken my own rules about 50 times now. I've got no credibility right now. So we're going to do the LinkedIn exercise. So what I'd love you all to do is, so what we're going to do is make sure you don't close down Zoom. So, be careful. But please start adding everyone on LinkedIn. We're going to spend about 5-10 minutes here, because it does take a while. So what I encourage you to do, yeah, no, my bad, Joanna, I apologize. So what I encourage you to do is start adding everyone, and you can also change your name. So if you've only got one name, you can also change your name on the Zoom to put in your full name, or you can leave your name and details in the chat. Now, one little problem, links don't work in that. So if you put a link in the chat, you can't click it. It's a Zoom limitation. So just remember that. It might be better to put your name in or something. You put in your link, but you can't click it. It's just one of the things. So friends, I'm going to please add everyone. While we're doing this, you're going to hear from me saying some cool stuff. I'm just going to tell you what's going on the top of my head. In fact, I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'll let everyone connect. When we come back, we've got our handsome Italian friend, Carlo Guzzi. Where are you, Carlo? Where's my Italian friend? Yeah, when we finish the LinkedIn exercise, Carlo's going to say a few words on how to write persuasive copy, aren't you, Carlo?
Definitely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so again, I won't interrupt you, Carlo. I'm just going to chill. Please add everyone. Feel free to add me as well. And actually what we'll do is we're going to spend another 3 minutes on it. Another 3 minutes from now. So go for it. I'm just going to chill and be quiet, but please say hello in the chat. So 3 minutes to go. And I'm just going to say random weird stuff that comes into my head. Actually, I'm just going to say positive things about everyone. I'm just going to go through it. Carlo Goodsy's a smart guy. My wife, Lassie, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. She's cleaned me up as a man. Tara Lee from Singapore is amazing. Sam Parker, I love your jumper. It's really cool. You look great, Sam. Annie Pateman, you're cool. James, all the way from Europe. Helen Gerosimo, you're an amazing woman. Charu, it was great being on your webinar recently. Alice Pennington, I love your strength and delivery. It's really cool. Marlon De Cruz, you're like a really cool, handsome Sri Lankan guy. That's all I can say. Adrienne King, I love your cap. You look like an athlete or something. You look like a sports commentator, right? Like a real wealthy one, which is awesome. Adrian Lee, you look like Ryan Reynolds, and we'll hear from you shortly. Matthew Rogan's our friend from Queensland. We've got good old May Chang, very smart lady, May. We caught up yesterday. It was fun. We've got Y-Keys running around. Joanna Lee, you're an amazing woman of few yet powerful words. We've got Melissa Jensen, very cool cat from Melbourne. Alison Rose Clark. We've got Jose Garcia. Are you related to Andy Garcia? He's one of my favorite actors, next to Al Pacino and Joe Pesci. Do you like Andy Garcia, Carlo? Just checking. Do you like Andy Garcia? Yeah. I love all the Italian actors. They're really cool. We've got Leanne Clark, who's at a skateboarding park or something. That's really cool.
No, I'm actually outside.
Yeah, looks good. Looks like you're skating or something. I don't know. I can imagine you with a helmet doing some cool moves.
I'm on a hammock.
Oh, jealous. Jealous. We've got Commander Celeste, who is a powerhouse LinkedIn lady. We got Friska. Friska and I caught up the other week. It was good meeting you virtually. Manashi, we'll have to hear from you, Manashi. We've got Martin Kelly. What else we got? If I missed you, my apologies. I'm trying to get through it. What else we got? Oh, Dixit. My friend Dixit. He's a very, very handsome boy. You are, Dixit. Annette Parker. We had a good chat yesterday, Annette. Annette from Queensland. So Annette's a winner. Trent Butler, who's a does LinkedIn marketing for accountants and mortgage brokers and all that. We got my old friend Gary from Canberra. Good to see you, Gary. You've lost a lot of weight. Congratulations. We got Safasu. Safasu, is that how I say it? Safasu. S-F-A-S-U-Y. Safasu. Yeah, cool name. It's Scott, my friend Scott. We got Tim Beeland, the high-end podcaster. Jenny Cartwright, long time no see. Jose Alvarez Perez, you're looking good, man. We got Varun, great seeing you. We got Jerome from France, who's in Melbourne. We've got Isabel from Queensland. Sanjeeth, you're an awesome guy. We got Michael Dehan. I interviewed him earlier today. You did well, Michael. You put up with my shit for half an hour. It's good. And you're a hot bald guy like me, so I respect that. We got Grant Tom. Tracy Kitching from Adelaide. Tracy must be in her PJs because she's left her webcam off. And we got Ashley, who is chilling. And we got Roger. Is that Roger from American Dad? As in, I'm Roger Smith. Is that Roger? I love Roger. Did I miss anyone? Put up your hand if I missed you, because I'm really sorry if I did. All right. Hey, are we all connected on LinkedIn? Oh, just so you know, I don't have a list of people to email around, so please do it now. A few people asked me last time. I can get the chat, but I don't have a list, so it's best just to add people now. So do we want more time LinkedIning, or are we all good? Put up your hand if you want more time. No, we got a few. Okay. Have another minute or two. Yeah, got a few hands going up. So, did Lassie put up a post and like? Cool. So what we're going to do then, yeah, please keep sharing. What we're going to do is, Carlo, do you want to get ready? We're going to spend a few minutes talking copywriting in a minute. But yeah, please keep chatting and adding everyone.
Okay.
We're going well for time, so we're going to finish at 7 o'clock, but we're going beautifully for time. So great job, everyone. Yeah, it's good. All right. Put up your hand if you want more time. No, no one cares. Put up your hand. Okay, we're all done. All right, everyone. So please feel free to keep going while we're doing the Zoom. what I'll do is I'll just mute everyone, but you can unmute yourself. And so I'll mute everyone, then Carlo, you can unmute yourself. So mute all. So yeah, Carlo, when ready, please feel free to unmute yourself. We're going to spend a few minutes talking persuasion writing. So Carlo, what do you do for a living besides watch Italian movies?
Yeah, I'm a persuader in the written word.
Now, Carlo, I'd love you to give the audience your top tip advice for how to write persuasive words in our current times. Tell us everything, Carlo.
Okay, so yeah, we obviously, because of the current times, we don't want to use like too much strong language, but basically your most important element to any sales message or even a blog, whatever it is basically a headline. So you need to have, or it's recommended to have one power word in your headline. So a power word, for example, they get your attention. You see them in TV commercials, even a lot of online stuff. So stuff like discover, introducing, at last, they're just three that come to mind. So the idea is to grab their attention. So whether we're living in Corona or not, those words will still work.
So what were the words again, Carlo? What were the main words?
The ones that are easy to remember are discover.
Discover.
Introducing.
Introducing.
Announcing is another good one.
Announcing.
Finally.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. And then at last, that's another good one.
At last.
At last, the weight loss program to beat all programs.
I like it. What other power words do you like, Carlo? What are some other power words you recommend for our audience?
There's unlock. That's a good one. Like any secrets, because people always want to know about secrets. There's quite a few other ones. I've got a PDF. There's 120 of them, but just lost a few ones out of my mind at the moment. But those two ones are good.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, Carlo, are you willing to share that PDF with people?
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to send it out to everyone that's attended tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. So put up your hand if you want Carlo's PDF with secret alien technology. Excellent. Now, to make it easy, the best way to harass Carlo is connect with Carlo and send him a direct message on LinkedIn. And to get the PDF, you have to say to Carlo, Al Pacino is the best actor ever. Then Carlo will give it to you. Would you agree with that, Al Pacino?
Yeah, definitely. That's the catch.
Yeah, so you have to say Al Pacino is the greatest actor ever, and Carlo will give it to you. Otherwise, it'll cost you $100. Does that sound good?
Well, that Scarface is the greatest movie.
Yeah, Scarface is the greatest film ever. Now, thank you, Carlo. Are there any questions for Carlo? And Carlo, what are some of your closing thoughts on persuasive writing for the audience?
Closing thoughts is that the old way of selling anything was, you had to close people 3 times. So even before Corona, the most important thing, and even now, is that with persuasion, you've got to have a bit of a story to it nowadays, and you can't hit people over the head. So it's basically, you've got to be subtle, but you've got to be direct. I guess that's my closing thoughts.
Oh, excellent. We've got a question from the very handsome bald guy like me, Michael Dehan. Hey, Carlo, how many words should be in a headline? Should it be short and sharp? Yeah, what are your thoughts, Carlo?
Not necessarily. Whatever gets the message across, because sometimes the longest headlines have actually proven to sell better than the short headline. So it depends on the product or service. But I think with Facebook ads, shorter tends to work better. But on direct mail, long's really good. So you've just got to capture the emotion. So if you can capture it in 5 words, go for it.
Got it. So you're saying it's not short or long isn't so much what's relevant, is it capturing the emotion?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, last night I was just doing research for myself for a blog post which was about headlines, and the National Enquirer, they had a really short one, which did work. It was like, what's next for America? It was something like 5 words. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's just got to the point. So it's just capturing that essence.
Oh, that's just beautiful. And thank you, Carlo. Now, what I want to do is please put up your hand. I want to open it to the floor. If you want to pitch yourself or say that Al Pacino is the greatest actor ever or something really cool, put up your hand. 30-second bites. Who wants to put up their hand and say something? Looking at everyone. Who wants to talk? No? Celeste has got a cat. Oh, we got Adrienne. We'll deal with Celeste cat in a minute. So, Adrienne King, the floor is yours. Please unmute.
I get to go again. Thanks. Look, well, I'll just expand a little bit. I'm running a webinar next Monday, and I'd love to invite everybody to it. So it's really to help people get started doing social video and get past that first hurdle of, you know, the blank canvas of what do I say, what do I do, how do I do all this stuff. So yeah, I can put the link in there if you like.
That's a pleasure. No, thank you. And oh, I just choked on a Costco. I got beautiful Costco blueberries, but try to talk when you're eating them. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Carlo. Now, what I'm going to do is, does anyone want to say anything else cool? 30-second soundbite. Who wants a quick 30 seconds? Put up your hand so I can see you. Hey, we've got Dixit, and then we're going to go to Adrienne Lee afterwards to talk a bit about health and fitness. So, Dixit, 30 seconds is all yours. Go for it, man.
Thank you, Ed, and thanks for hosting this event. It's not so much something to say, but something to ask to the group, because I'm quite new to the online kind of meetups. Is there any recommendations on where you find events like this outside of meetup.com and Eventbrite? Maybe you can comment on the chat group. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a good one. I can see Tara Lee nodding with glee, so I'm sure Tara Lee will hit that one. So great one. Okay, what we're going to do is, Adrienne Lee, how you feeling tonight, man? Hey, you feeling good, man?
Ed, you know me, man. I'm always pumped.
Now, before we transition from you to Carlo, what did you think of Carlo's presentation, Adrienne? Do you think it was awesome?
I was actually very impressed, Carlo. I've actually, just so everyone knows, Carlo has actually done some copywriting for myself. He done an awesome sales page for me. And it gets a lot of attention, good attention. So his words of persuasion really work, specifically with the online world.
Wow, so everyone should better hire Carlo.
Yeah,
so
and
Carlo,
also
share your PayPal account so everyone can throw money in there. It's good.
Actually, there's someone else I'd like to put a bit of attention on tonight. It's that Trent Butler sitting there with the beautiful glasses on, the smiley face. Speaking of Facebook ads, as soon as I pop up my Facebook, here's Trent Butler right in front of my face. So those ads are working, and great copy, by the way, my man. So
well, how about we let Trent respond to those accusations? Respond to those accusations, Trent. Please unmute yourself, Trent. Please unmute yourself.
I was going to say it's all true. I'm pretty much everywhere on that thing. So it's good to know it's working. It's a very powerful platform, particularly when you leverage LinkedIn into Facebook as well and get it all sort of cross-working together. So yeah.
Just out of interest,
yeah.
Trent, while we've got you, what kind of just out of pure interest, what kind of Facebook ads do you run? Just out of pure interest.
Just the basically medium to long form copy to a landing page, and I'm happy to put a bit of a link to a landing page so people can sort of get a bit of an idea. But it's basically they opt in through an email. They'll see a live webinar presentation about what we do, which gives people an option to chat. So it's pretty straightforward, but it's effective.
Excellent. No, thank you, Trent. Appreciate it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Adrienne Lee now. So what I was going to say is, with the comments, please keep the comments coming. Use it to connect with each other. Adrienne, Phil, please, I'll just mute everyone. Then, Adrienne, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
So, Adrienne, please unmute yourself and let's talk health. So, Adrienne, what are your biggest thoughts lately for people to stay healthy during Corona? What's your top thoughts of advice that you give out to people every day?
Firstly, keep it simple. Simple in everything that we do, not only fitness and life, because especially like work and career, because that's what we're mostly focused on. If we can simplify the process and focus on key areas that are going to maximize, I guess, our mood, energy, happiness, our energy, as I said, that energy, lower our stress levels, so then we can, maximize our productivity, then obviously that's going to be a win-win for everyone. So firstly, let's simplify our nutrition. All right, so just eating real foods, and maybe just focusing on fewer foods, right? So find out what foods cause like inflammation, what foods cause you, gut distress, and what foods make you feel good, and then just eat those foods. Like, keep it really simple. So like, fruits and vegetables, lean proteins. If you're vegetarian, like our lovely friend here, Celeste, there's some good quality proteins and some good fats to really stabilize the energy. So if we can stabilize our energy, we'll have consistent energy and a lower stress, and you just be a lot happier in general. So simplify your nutrition, number 1. 2, simplify your training, and that can be not only strength training, it could be just like exercise in general, and maybe have a goal. Have a goal of a target to work towards every day. So it could be like 8,000 steps a day, or, getting 3 workouts into your schedule every week and prioritizing it. Having numbers, because when you know your numbers, and we're all driven by numbers in everything that we do. So like maybe you just put in your calendar, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, you're going to do a workout 15 minutes, right? You got to prioritize it. That's what it comes down to. And start small. All right. Also, the number 1 thing, simplify your thinking, your mindset, what goes on in your brain. Like right now, we're consumed by so much information. There's information everywhere, right? But when do you actually take time to go out and just walk and like not think without anyone else telling you what to do, without other people's opinions, and just making up your own mind? Maybe you've just got to go and sit down somewhere and just like stare at the trees for a while. Like seriously, think about what you really want in life. Like now's a great opportunity for it because we've got the time. So just take some time for yourself, and just simplify those 3 areas. And, like we can all say there's certain things that, there's so many things for health and fitness that you could be doing right now, but, what's going to suit you? What do you like doing? What's your goal? And then just go from there. But start with 1 habit at a time. It might be just drinking, 2 liters of water a day every day. Once you've got that down, then you can move on to another habit. And that's how you can start winning. Like Adrienne King here, like you don't just become amazing on video. You've got to get the reps in. You got to do the basic things every day until you might start with 10 seconds on video, for example. Same thing with drinking water. You start with a couple of glasses and you work from there. So simplify those 3 areas. And if you have any questions, you can always send me a message on LinkedIn, or a great place to start is with my free Healthy Habits Lifestyle Guide. It's a PDF, it's a free resource, it's awesome. It dives right into those 3 areas. And if you'd like a copy, just send me in your best email on through LinkedIn in DM, and I'll send that over for you.
Yeah. But just on that one, to get it for free, you have to say Al Pacino's the greatest actor ever. Otherwise, it'll cost you $100, right, Adrienne?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Adrienne, Al Pacino is the greatest actor ever. Ain't that right, Carlo?
Yeah.
That's really good. I've got a great question from Adrienne King. I'll just read it out. Spot on, Adrienne Lee. Extremely sage advice. I'm finding not moving so much from living and working the same 60 square meters means I need to rely on my food and quality of thinking more. The more rhinos I can sell, the better. So easy to forget. Great point. And a great one from Commander Celeste. Love that. Yes, totally agree. Simplifying life wherever you can. Beautiful. And I got to say, I love your cat, Celeste. That is the cutest cat ever, which is really good. Just a few other points as well. Thank you. Adrienne, did you have any closing points before we move on? Any closing points or thoughts?
Look, at the end of the day, Ed, just take some time for yourself. Think about like what it is you actually want from your fitness and your health, and make a plan. Great. Like your plans, Ed, you always say you've got your 90-day marketing plan, and have a game plan, and then just execute on it and be consistent. Consistency is the key.
That's a spirit. Hey, round of applause to Adrienne. Love your work. All right, so we'll just mute everyone. And we've got 10 minutes left. We've got a few questions that have come through. So Adrienne King asked, is Al Pacino paying you? I so wish he was. If Al Pacino was paying me, I'd be like a weird New Yorker right now, like with a Starbucks or something. No, he's not paying me, but Al Pacino is welcome to pay me. What else we got? Michael DeHaan, great points. There's a question here from Awesome Gary, actually. I missed it before, so my apologies. So I'm just going to talk about platforms very quickly, tech platforms. And Marlon, feel free to jump in if you like. Marlon's quite a tech guy. Now, when it comes to webinars, the two platforms I like the most is, and I like them for different reasons, and Marlon, will have you jump in a minute. I love, for having discussions like these, I think Zoom's the best platform. Everyone uses it. It's a standard, and it's doing a really good job. And it's only $25 a month when you use the Pro version, which is what I'm using. However, and I've tested both, when it comes to delivering more education, I think GoToWebinar is a superior platform. Marlon, you're a complete pro in these areas. Can we get your thoughts on Zoom, GoTo, and webinar platforms? Marlon, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Zoom is more of like the Zoom also has a webinar version in there. So Zoom and GoToMeeting, they're like the two main, I would say, applications that you can use to bring multi-point meetings. Based on the version of how much you pay, there is a limit of like 100 or 200 or 500. So Edward, you run your webinars on GoToWebinar, so that is most probably the premium platform to run webinars, because it's actually has very quality audio and quality video recordings and stuff like that. So I have seen people running GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar styles for even podcasts, because the audio on some of the other ones don't come out well. So if you're doing a podcast, you need very good quality audio when you upload it. Otherwise, people will not listen to it.
Just on that point, Marlon, I agree with you. I kind of think the quality of audio on Zoom's not very good. Where GoToWebinar is that's like DJ broadcast quality audio. You would agree with that, Marlon?
Yes, so it's called HD Voice. So HD Voice and Zoom platform, lately what's happened is the HD video and HD Voice is based on availability on their servers. So you will see sometimes when you record a video that the quality is really, really good. And then sometimes you'll see the quality is not so good. So I would say that pick the time that the servers in your region are not busy. So like in a particular time when you test it, you'll see the recordings are also larger files. So if you do a recording online on Zoom, you'll see sometimes the file is only 100 meg and sometimes it's like 300 meg. So based on that, and only if you have like a premium account or I think it's called a meeting room account, that they will guarantee that quality. So at this point in time, there is no guarantee on that quality. So that's one of the things that I can think about to share with you. But apart from that, they all do similar thing. So the GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar are slightly different in how they do. So the webinars, you can actually have different characteristics, like you do the presentation and other people can't control, so you can mute everything. You won't see their screens, etc. So better controls on running a webinar would be to use a webinar version. Yeah.
Oh, very good. If there's any questions for Marlon, get them through. So some great views on GoTo and Zoom. And it also brings us, we're going to finish up the next probably 10 minutes or so. Have we got Tim Beanland? We've been talking about podcasting audio. Tim Beanland, how you feeling tonight, Tim?
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Cheers, so let's bounce over to Tim. Now, Tim is as you can tell by his rig, Tim is, can we give a quick round of applause to Marlon? Thank you, Marlon. Now, Tim, can we go over to you? Can we get just maybe 2 or 3 minutes for you? can you react to what Marlon's saying and also tell us a bit about podcasting and recording interviews? What are your podcaster thoughts?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, first of all, yeah, that was really interesting what Marlon was saying. I actually use Zoom, but might move over to GoTo because that audio quality is really important, especially when it comes to interviews and podcasts. You know, people are very sensitive to audio. Even these days, you know, jumping on Zoom calls and having a microphone set up just to separate yourself from everybody so your voice is crystal clear and people can actually hear what you're saying is really important. So those are all things that I'll mirror from what Marlon said.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And what are some of your thoughts? Because right now with Corona, the time is for interviews and podcasting. What are your thoughts about people interviewing each other, Tim, and using that as content on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube?
Yeah, look, after doing a podcast for 2 years and recording over 50 episodes with people like yourself, Jim Penman, other well-known business owners, I realized that there was a really massive opportunity for you to have a large amount of content created by just one episode. So with the clients that I'm working with, I'm finding that we're getting at least 1 to 3 months worth of video content just from one episode, if you can chop it up correctly. And also the type of content is different than just your typical selfie video. It's a little bit more authentic and engaging, and because it's a natural conversation, and we as humans, you know, we love conversations and we're interested when there's more than one person on the screen. So I'm finding it's a really effective way, especially if you're struggling to create video. Someone mentioned before that, yeah, we get nervous in front of the selfie camera, or we don't know what we're saying and that kind of thing. You know, if you get nervous in front of the camera, think about doing an interview, because someone can sort of bring that stuff out of you instead of, you know, being in front of the mirror and trying to think of a video for 20 minutes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well said. Now, and please get your questions through. And Tim, any closing thoughts from you?
Yeah, look, I just think, there's a lot of podcasts out there these days, so it's pretty easy to get an interview. People are pretty welcoming if you've got a good pitch, if you've got a good story in particular. So those are things that I'd think about. If you're a business owner with something to say, yeah, look at some podcasts in your niche and yeah, see if you can get interviewed.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause for Tim. Thank you, Tim. And just quickly as well, we're going to be wrapping things up soon. So just as in the name of wrapping up, what we'll do is please keep adding everyone on LinkedIn. And just what we're going to do, we're going to open the... if you want to pitch yourself or react or ask a question or make a statement, such as Al Pacino is the greatest actor ever, put up your hand for 30-second bite. I'm trying to look at everyone. Please put up your hand if you want to speak. Hey, we got Sanjeeth and Celeste. Sanjeeth, floor is yours. 30 seconds.
Hi. I just tried unmuting through the spacebar, but not able to do that. I'm in the supply chain domain, helping corporates to fill up the gaps, do some cost savings, do the optimization. So that's basically what I do in the logistics side. Thank you.
Oh, Sanjeeth, welcome and thank you. And Commander Celeste, the floor is yours.
Firstly, I want to argue with you about Al Pacino being the best actor in the world. He's not.
You like Chris Hemsworth,
But
don't you?
I'm putting a female forward, and that is Meryl Streep. I have admired her for years. I've watched many of her transformations through character, and I think she's mega adaptable and very talented. So that's my person I'm putting forward as the best actor in the world. So
can I tell you who I think Meryl Streep is great. You know who I also like as a best female actor? Sigourney Weaver.
She's a legend.
Is the greatest. Sigourney Weaver.
Ooh, I could watch that. I could watch it right now.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
What was I supposed to talk about? Sorry, I got distracted about my argument for Meryl Streep.
Well, you're a Meryl Streep, and I respect that. I love Meryl Streep, so I respect your candor.
Yeah, I guess if there's anything to do with closing arguments, what I've struggled with definitely this week is feeling a bit flat, and I think as this time in isolation or a change to your circumstances continues, it's about pacing yourself and finding your little wins and not looking at the bigger picture all the time, because that can be overwhelming. So really embracing when positive things happen within your day or within your week, and holding on to those, and not letting those bigger feelings overwhelm you, because otherwise you can really lose momentum with whatever you're working on.
Oh, that's beautiful rawness. Can we give Celeste a beautiful round of applause? Love Celeste rawness. And make sure you connect. Celeste's name is Celeste Ansell, so make sure you connect with Celeste on LinkedIn if you haven't already. Which is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other reactions? Is that someone there? I can't see you. Put up your hand if you want to say something. Pardon me. Who wants to say something? Say something cool. I love Meryl Streep. Scott, go for it, Scott. I can see you. Floor is yours.
Good morning, everybody. It's 5 o'clock, so with kids, it's no sleep. So Ed, I guess you know what I'm talking about. It's just great to be here. It's my first meeting. I work in sales, and I work in business. I'm a business analyst for an automotive company. And, during this coronavirus time, I just try to be positive with everything, just have a big smile. I love meeting people. I love, just people being awesome. And, being here in Canada, a lot of people are sort of down on the fact of not working, not this, not that. But just be positive. Just be thankful that, you have the opportunity to wake up in the morning. Just be thankful that you have the opportunity to spend time with your kids. Just be thankful that you have the opportunity to spend time with your family. Because a lot of people don't have that. And, I actually lost a friend to the COVID virus a couple of days ago. And it was really weighing on me. And, it's just been in conversation with the family and everything like that. But it just gave me more of an appreciation, just to be thankful, just to be grateful for all the friends and family that are alive and that are able to wake up. And I'm thankful for Edward to give me this platform to connect. We just met actually a week ago, or maybe like a week and a half ago. But I just saw all the work that he was doing, and I just love the positivity, and I just wanted to be surrounded by that. So for those that haven't been connected to this group of lovely, talented, positive people, you're really missing out.
Oh, thank you. And just to let you know, very sorry to hear about the loss of your friend, Scott, and full respect to those who've been impacted. And also too, as well, just want to give a shout out as well to our nurses and frontline emergency health workers. So really appreciate it. But yeah, very sorry to hear, Scott. And everyone, make sure you connect with Scott. So thank you. Do we have any more? We're going to be bringing this to a close shortly. Who wants to say something? Just put up your hand and keep your hand up so I can see you, because I've got to look at two different screens here. Jenny Cartwright, floor is yours. Quick soundbite. Gotcha, Jenny.
I just like to encourage everybody to get your heads around using Zoom, because when I lost all my sales training jobs for the next 3 months, and I lost my aqua aerobics teaching, which I do for a hobby, all in one day, I decided to go into massive action and start looking at how to connect with others. So I went looking at Zoom, and I have absorbed hundreds of hours of training on Zoom, and I find it amazing. I've been able to connect all sorts of groups. I've been able to have sales conversations with clients, and not that I've been in sales mode lately. For example, I've connected all my aqua aerobics communities, because they're used to having coffee with each other every day. They don't know about Zoom because they're a bit older. They're over 60, so I've introduced them to Zoom, and we're having, I've got 3 groups. We're having meetings just to connect, and then I'm giving them a little exercise for 20 minutes afterwards, so that they can energize themselves. And then I'm thinking about how else I could help other people or my clients. So I'm giving them a call because I'm a telephone sales trainer. I'm giving them a call, but I'm doing it on Zoom. So I'm setting up a Zoom meeting to talk to them. So there's all sorts of uses for Zoom. It's amazing. So get your heads around it. Zoom's got some fantastic tutorials. It's really worthwhile.
Jenny, thank you, Jenny. And how about, we've got Grant. Quick bite from you, Grant. Go for it there, Grant.
Thank you, Edward. Yeah, Grant Tom here. I'm the head fire starter of my own agencies, and I like to call myself a social entrepreneur with a view to grow and scale businesses, and I love to share my knowledge with people who are looking to grow and scale at the same time. Talking about actors, I think that the most important part is that we're all our own lead actor in our own story, so therefore we've got to get our content out. We've got to be able to be sharing a lot of our stories and content with everyone around. So therefore, I think we can all be our own lead actors in our own story.
Oh, Grant, beautiful. And is that a sexy South African accent I hear there?
It is most definitely from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, you know I love that sexy South African accent, don't you, Grant? There you go.
I certainly do.
Yeah. So cool. Do we have any other closing thoughts? Please put up your hand if you want to say something. I'm trying to look at, and keep your hand up so I can see you. Look at two screens here. Oh, we got Isabel from Queensland. Isabel, the floor is yours. Please unmute yourself and go for it.
Yeah, hi. Just going on what Adrienne, I think it was Adrienne, they were saying about the foods, good eating. I wanted to say is the mindfulness in this time of the coronavirus and the isolation. If I've heard some people, some of my clients, they're actually not doing very well. So I've given them an exercise of mindfulness. If when they're eating their food or dinner, sit at the table without the TV on, without anything, the computer shut down, and what does it taste like? What does the food feel like? So they're focusing on one thing instead of focusing on what's going to happen tomorrow or when are we opening. So the depression is quite real out there. So the mindfulness, and I thought that was quite good of. I think it was Adrienne that was talking about the food, eating good, and drinking water.
Oh, very nice. Now, what I want to do quickly, we're going to finish up shortly. I want to get a few photos. So if you want to spend the next 10 seconds getting ready, I'm going to get a few screenshots that are going to be shared everywhere. So,
how's my hair?
So get all sexy and pretty, especially that hot guy from South Africa. I love those South African accents. They're sexy accents. I love the guy from District 9. You know that guy from District 9? Greatest film ever. Next to Scarface of Al Pacino. There you go. So sorry, Carlo. Of course, Scarface is better, but I do like District 9 with that South African guy. So everyone, so there's two different screens, so we're going to do this twice. So everyone, do your thumbs up or whatever. Marlon just ran in complete fear by the look of things. So Marlon just panicked. No, Marlon. Okay, everyone, get in your power pose. 3, 2, 1, smile. Got it. I'm just saving that one. Don't move. So there's two screens. I got to jump in between. Hold on a second. Just saving that photo. Don't move. And I'll be uploading them on Facebook and LinkedIn. So make sure you find and tag yourself. All right. Okay. This is. We're going to do it again. This is the second screen. So everyone, just get back in your power pose again. Look good. Big smiles. Wonderful. So what we're going to do is just saving that. So just pardon me while I save it so I don't lose the file. And then I'll upload them straight afterwards. So what we're going to do is we've done a really good job tonight. So before we finish, I just want to open up to 30-second time limit, but I want to open up to 3 different people to give, hang on a sec, try to get my chat back. I want to open it up to 3 different people who want to give their closing thoughts. So if you want to give your closing thoughts, 30-second soundbite, put up your hand and we'll get you on there. 3 people we're going to go with to help close it. What are your closing thoughts? Anyone? Put up your hand and keep them up. No one wants to give any closing thoughts. We got Varun. Please unmute yourself and go for it. Varun, closing thoughts, 30 seconds.
Yeah, hey Ed. Okay, first of all, great initiative and a great session. It's really been great to at least interact with such wonderful people across the globe. And so keep doing these sessions, and thanks a lot for you. To you for helping us to collaborate and come on this one platform and share our lovely ideas. Thanks to you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Big round of applause to Varun. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. Second person who wants to give closing thoughts, put up your hand and keep them up. We've got Melissa, then Adrienne. Melissa, Melissa, Tracy, Adrienne. Go, Melissa. 30 seconds.
Yeah, hi guys. Just want to say thank you for tonight. It's been fantastic. Don't know if anybody knows there was a tragedy here in Melbourne last night, so I'm doing it as 50% for my ebooks. It's being donated to the families of the police that were lost last night. Okay, thanks guys. Beautiful,
Melissa. Yeah, very sorry to. We thank those police for their service and their ultimate sacrifice. So thank you, Melissa. Very good. Tracy, I saw your hand up. Was that right, Tracy? Feel free to unmute yourself and give some closing thoughts.
I can give that. I feel that during this time, we need to really look after ourselves and prioritize ourselves first. And by doing that, some of the examples Adrienne Lee stated tonight were extremely helpful, and I know they've helped me. And I wanted to just give a big shout out actually to Adrian, because he's not only changed my body, but he's changed my business, and he has changed my mindset in life.
Oh.
So thank you very much.
Beautiful. And I know I'm breaking my own rules again, but Adrienne King, closing thoughts from you. I keep breaking my own rules. Go for it, Adrienne. 30 seconds.
Keep breaking your rules, Ed. I just want to say I've been doing so many of these kind of like networking things online on Zoom. There's been a whole bunch of them, and it's been new. This is like a thing that's emerged in the last, few weeks that people are doing this. And this has been one of the best ones I've been to so far. Probably the best. The energy that you and Lassie bring to this type of thing, and the enthusiasm, and everybody in this group. It's a really awesome group. I just want to say that, because they're all different, the ones I've been to. And so thank you for the invitation.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and thank you, everyone. I know I'm breaking my rules again, but who wants to give a closing thought? Marlon, closing thoughts from Marlon.
Okay, this is not this is just some pictures. So.
Oh, that's great. Round of applause to Marlon. That's like Love Actually. Remember the Love Actually? How he's got the jukebox. Remember you know what I'm talking about? Cool. Any other closing thoughts? Any other closing thoughts? Any other closing thoughts from anyone? Hello?
Ed.
Oh, Adrian. Yeah, shoot, please. I missed you.
I just want to thank you for being an awesome host. So if everyone give Ed and Ed a round of applause. On you, Ed.
Thank you.
And Lassie as well, of course.
Thank you, everyone.
And Lassie, of course.
I want to say some cool words to the audience.
You talking to me, Ed?
Oh, no. Are you talking to me? You talking to me? Sorry.
You talking to me?
You're talking to me? That's Robert. Sorry, Lassie, did you want to say some key words to the audience? No, Lassie's cool. Lassie's cool. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you, everyone. Just to let you know what's coming up, just to let you know our itinerary. Every Thursday, and I was actually saying this, regardless of whenever Corona is cured, we're going to be doing these weekly Zooms every Thursday, 6 p.m. Sydney time. So that's now part of our routine. We plan on doing them forever. So even if we start real world meetups again tomorrow, you can count on this Thursday, 6 p.m. Zoom being there. So to book it, it's always the same. The way we set up, it's always the same link. So the link that you've used, we're going to use the same link all the time. So if you keep that link, you should be fine. But also feel free to book in on Meetup as well with our coming Zoom. So keep a close eye on that one. Our content webinars are on Mondays. And please keep connecting and stay safe and strong. And again, we're all from different parts of the world. Make sure you connect with each other. Speak on Zoom, add each other on WhatsApp as well. And please as well, listen to and follow your local government guidelines to keep you and your family safe in these crazy times. And again, Scott, I'm sure I speak on behalf of everyone. We're terribly sorry for your loss. Massive respect to you and your family and your friend. And we're just want to say sorry to hear that happen to you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for all the condolences.
Yeah.
I'm positive. That's all you can do, right?
Yeah, well, you're doing good, and everyone, make sure you show Scott massive love as well. It's great stuff. So, Ed, thank you, everyone. Really appreciate you. I'm going to hit stop recording shortly, but I'm going to hit the unmute key. It's going to be a disaster when I hit the unmute key. Everyone's going to talk over each other. There's going to be horrible things said about certain people. Just kidding. But I'm going to hit unmute. And when I hit unmute, round of applause, talk amongst ourselves, and I just want to say love your work. So unmute in 3, 2, 1, and unmute.
Yay!
Hey guys, great night.
Hey guys.